Hello everybody and welcome to a brand new YouTube video. Now I haven't posted in a while. It's been like 3 weeks, and I'm sorry for that, but I'm coming with another build. This is my third build on this channel. My previous videos I've been doing like top threes, and I'll probably do more of those, but I like doing the builds. You know, I enjoy making builds. So today I have another AMD build. This is again my third build on this channel, and it's gonna come in at a total price of $426.94. So it's gonna be an AMD $430 build. Now it's not including the mouse and mouse and keyboard and monitor. It doesn't include the actual computer itself. Now the first thing on this computer is gonna be the RAM. Now RAM, I chose the Kingston Value RAM. It's 8 gigs of DDR3 RAM, and it's gonna come in at a price of $51.99. And this RAM, nothing really special about it. It's Kingston. It's just gonna do the job. 8 gigs of RAM. Really, it's DDR3. There's again really nothing special about it. $51.99 again. And yeah, I chose this RAM because simply $51. It's not the cheapest for RAM. I'm sure I could find cheaper, but it's Kingston. It's trusted, and I want this build still to be nice. So yeah. And next up is our power supply. Now my power supply, or the power supply I chose for this build, is going to be the EVGA 430 watt, and it's going to come in at $30 or $29.99. Now if you haven't noticed already, in every single build I have this power supply, and the reason that is because you really don't need anything more than a 430 watt. I have a 500 watt, but honestly 430, 500 watt, either one of those will suit your build unless you have like this monster build. But builds like these, you really don't need anything more than 430, and it's super cheap. Again, only $29.99, so $30. So yeah, you can't go wrong there. It's EVGA. Really, it just beats it. The next thing I have up in here is the motherboard. Now the motherboard, it's similar to the one I think I did in my last build. It's an MSI, but it's an MSI 760 GMA P34. It's an FX motherboard with an AM3 socket, and it takes DDR3 RAM, and it's going to come in at a price of $54.99, so about $55. Now this motherboard, honestly, it's just great overall. $55, not even $60. Right over a 50. And you can do slight overclocking on it, but honestly you won't really need to. It's an AM3 plus socket, so it can fit the AMD CPU in, and it's just overall really good, and just a standard motherboard, nothing special, but at the same time just doing the great, just standard job of what a motherboard needs to do. Now the next thing I have is the CPU. Now the CPU, obviously I went with an AMD. That's the whole point of this build, and it's going to be an FX 8350 or 8350 Vashira 8-core CPU processor at 4 gigahertz, and it's going to come in at a price of $129.99 or about $130. Now this is an overall really good CPU. The CPU is old, just in general the FX series is starting to get old, but the fact that it has 8 cores is just amazing. So rendering and stuff like that, anything you throw at it, it'll handle it. Gaming wise, it's a great CPU. I have the little brother of it. I have the 6 core, this one's the 8 core, and I might be upgrading to it soon. But from the reviews and videos of it, because I've been looking at it, it's just done great. It's not going to be out the parks like the i7 or something like that, but it's just an overall really good 8-core CPU processor. So, and I find it neat how it's so cheap, and it has 8 cores and it's at 4 gigahertz. So yeah, it's a really good CPU. Now next, onto our GPU or our graphics card. It's going to be an EVGA GTX 1050 2 gigs with 2 gigs of video RAM, and it's going to come in at a price of $109.99. Now, I didn't go with the TI version simply because I wanted to keep it cheap. I'm sure you can also get the GTX 1050 Ti if you really wanted. I just chose the standard one. Both of my friends have GTX 1050s, and I went to their house and I played on it, and it's just great. And overall, it's a 1050. You can't go wrong there, and it's only $110, so even better. I have a 750, and the 1050 is like the bigger brother of it, and it's just overall really good. Plays game at 1080p, sometimes even 1440p, from medium to high settings, sometimes even ultra. So again, just a really good graphic card, just all around. And to finally suit the build, we're gonna have a case. Obviously, and this case is kind of funky. I was kind of looking around for cases that aren't that popular, and I came along this one. It's called the Bitfinex BFX Nove 100 ATX mid-tower case, mid-tower case, made of steel and plastic, ABS plastic, and it's going to come in at a price of $49.99, so 50 bucks. And as you guys can see on the screen, I mean, the case just looked amazing. I mean, it's just great. And you know, even better, 50 bucks. And all together, I already said this in the beginning of the video, the build is going to be cheaper than $450 and can come at a price of $426.94. I mean, honestly, that's a great price, and I wanted to keep it cheap because you're probably going to spend at least, I mean, at minimum, another $100 on this build if you're going to get the monitor and mouse and keyboard if you don't have it already. So I mean, yeah, pretty much. So that's gonna wrap up this build. I hope you guys enjoyed. I enjoy doing these builds, and I'll probably do more. I'll probably do a build like every 2 weeks. I'm still kind of just going randomly with my videos, but yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy. Hit the subscribe button, like, all that good stuff, and bye.